what every Russian schoolboy knows.
Good time of day to all of you, my chess friends here on the Internet Chess Club. This is Grandmaster Alex Shermalinsky, welcome back. What every Russian schoolboy knows. Seemingly for lack of inspiration coming from a new generation of Russian schoolboys, I turned my attention to the Chinese players. And I've been studying this for last few weeks ever since I came back from the American Continental, and I took the games from the Chinese Championship, which concluded in May, and the new champion, the 16-year-old now, Wei. I already did one video on his game, and not enough, I want to do another one. Now, in this game, he faced unknown to me player, not one of the known Chinese players and contenders for the title. Wen Yang, I don't know who he is, but it's 2583. Well, from my experience and experience of other players, you can't really read a whole lot into ratings of Chinese players, because before they get a chance to go and play abroad, they play each other a lot, and over there probably the rating pool is somewhat restricted. Well, we know that surprisingly, in a giant country as China, with the largest population anywhere in the world, yet, there is not a whole lot of rank and file chess players. Chess is not really that popular in China. They have their own version of chess known as Chinese chess. But chess as we know it is played, but only for, I would say, some restricted pool of players. And therefore, we cannot really say, we've seen this before, that the guy may be 2300, but suddenly becomes 26 once he gets a chance to play in tournaments. So let's just assume that Wen Yang is a decent player with his 2583. So the young Wei, the show is about Wei. Alright, so he's 16 years old, and he already has international experience. I mentioned that he traveled and played in the United States, played some other tournaments everywhere, and of course played almost 2 years ago. That was his debut at the World Cup, where he did very well, eliminating Nepomniachtchi and Shirov, I believe it was Shirov. Anyway, I haven't checked, By the way, I'm the sloppy reporter, I really almost never check the sources. So sometimes, something doesn't click right in my head, and I may inadvertently, just mix something up, and please accept my apologies. Well, in this case, Alexei Shirov, I hope, if I'm wrong. Anyway, so what kind of chess the young Wei plays? And most important, is his chess good enough to become a threat to Magnus Carlsen? Alright, I think this game is very characteristic for yet evolving style of Wei. So let's do it. e4. He's mainly an e4 player, but I think I already saw some games of his where he opened with d4 as well. Now over there, classical approach, of course. Now this is the first point where we stop and we try to figure out, okay, what kind of guy is that with the white pieces? Is he gonna be as stubborn as Caruana was quite a few times, and Alexei Shirov in particular, and play c3 in this position and invite the marshal attack? Theoretically speaking, white doesn't get much in the marshal these days. Some of the resulting positions at the end of long variations, particularly where white leaves the pawn on d3, doesn't go to d4, do offer white some practical chances, but those chances, they come not in the middle game position, and more like in the endgame setting. Some people may not find it satisfactory because simply